but a tremendous return on your money. Let's take the next crisis, which was, of course, the oil crisis in '72. If you sold out at the bottom, you lost 44% of your money. If you stayed in and didn't do anything but hold, which, you know, you're a loser for doing that because experts say you're wrong, you would have regained all of your money back in 20 months. Had you put in an equal amount of what you invested, folks, it would take you 5 months to rebound. And guess what you would have made? This is one of the shortest times. You would have made 44% gain 1 year from the date of the market hitting the bottom. And let me do one more just to kind of finish it out. I'm going to do the Gulf War crisis. So we had the Gulf War, and if you sold out, you lost 15%. If you held on, it only took 4 months to rebound. Can you imagine? 4 months to get back all of your money. If you added the equal amount, you would have cut that in half to 2 months, and your total gain would have been 34% in 1 year. So, folks, does this tell us something? Obviously, selling is not the answer. Holding is the answer. Adding to is the answer. So does buy and hold still work? Is it still valid? The answer is absolutely yes. It works. Let me give you a very recent example. From March 9th of this year to May 5th of this year, the market went up 29%. That's in less than 2 months. The market was at 6,540 and change, 6,540 the Dow was, and then it jumped 29% in less than 2 months. If it was wise, and I think it was and is, because if you sold out, not only did you lose everything that happened when the market went down, you missed out on almost a 30% jump in less than 2 months. So it makes me think, wisdom. Someone named Solomon said about 3,000 years ago, there's nothing new under the sun. Folks, I'm here to tell you, buy and hold works. And as a matter of fact, I am so convinced that it works, I'm not finished. I'm going to show you another illustration. We're going to look at it from a different angle to prove my point again, so you will have no doubts in your mind that buying and holding works. Here we go. Folks, I want to show you another illustration about buying and holding because it's so important and it's such a serious topic. It's without a doubt the most important thing you need to understand when it comes to investing. And it's being challenged. The wisdom that we've received that buying and holding works and has worked is being challenged and saying it's not valid anymore. So rather than do what these experts have done and taken 1 year for their sample, let's take 70 years. Let's go back to 1934 all the way to 2004. So we have a 70-year period that we're going to discuss. Now, stay with me. This may be a little complicated, but just hold on and I'll get you through this. Let's say you bought an investment and you held it for 1 year. Out of the 70 years, 51 years, you would have averaged 12.9% return. Think about that impact. Just holding for 1 year, 51 years out of 70 would have returned you almost 13%. That's buying and holding. Let's take it a step further. Let's do a 3-year. Let's say you bought and you held for 3 years. You would have, in 62 years out of the 70, you would have made 11.7% return. Folks, 8 years you didn't make money. But 62 years, by holding for 3 years, you made 11.7% on average return every year for 62 years. Let's go up another one. Let's say you're in for 5 years. For 64 years out of the 70, you would have made 11.7%. So holding it for 2 extra years means you just added 2 more years of income to your portfolio. And let me give you the best one. I like to say the best for last. This is why we stress long-term investing. Folks, don't go to an advisor and invest for what you think is a long-term, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. If it doesn't start at 10, you're in trouble. So we're going to go a 10-year period of holding. Now, out of 70 years, and you would have made 12.2% per year. Out of 70 years, guess how many years you would make 12.2%? Are you ready for this? Are you? This is good. If you held an investment for any 10-year period between 1934 and 2004, you made 12.2% every year. 100%. I think I can say with confidence, buy and hold works. Let me say this with confidence. The quality of life is not summed up just by the quantity of your possessions. We will see you next time on You, Me, and Wall Street. Good night. Wait, I was swallowing. I didn't go down fast enough. You quitted. Wow!
If you would like to contact us, call 501-223-6000 or go to our website, youmeandwallstreet.com. We'll see you next week for another edition of You, Me, and Wall Street.